I'm John Shula. I'm the Fife High School photography, video, and broadcasting teacher. I've been teaching here since 1989, so I think that's 33 years. Well, what got me into teaching is when I was young, I used to do a lot of youth group stuff, and I found that I really connected well with students, and so I decided that's what I wanted to do. And I started out as a science teacher, but I always had photography and making films was always a hobby of mine. And what was great is that eventually turned into a job teaching that.
John's treatment stretched from weeks into months into years. The disease always battled back, but he didn't give up.
So in 1994, I was diagnosed with leukemia. And that was devastating to hear those three words, "you have cancer." And so after being diagnosed, I went through about 10 years of treatment, more chemotherapy treatments and radiation treatments than I can count. But nothing was working, and the doctors told me that about the only option left was to have a bone marrow transplant. And that had not been used for my type of leukemia before, so it was a clinical trial, so the doctors were like, it may work or you may not make it. But I was young, I was only in my 40s, and I still had a lot to live for, so I decided to have the transplant. Well, when I was up at the hospital, my students at the time wanted to do something to kind of help me pass the time. And so what they did is they got together and they put a bunch of films together and had this little film festival, and they called it Shulapalooza. And they used the money they raised from it to buy me an iPod so I'd have music to listen to during my treatments and stuff. And actually, it's this iPod right here. And it even says Shulapalooza 2004 right there. And that was the first Shulapalooza. But that really meant a lot to me. And I told myself, when I get done with this and get back to teaching again, I want to keep this festival going. So once I got back and we did the first Shulapalooza, we had it over in the cafeteria again. I think about 100 people came. And we raised a few $100s, and everybody came, had a great time. And so we did it again the next year, and all of a sudden there was like a couple hundred people there. And people just loved it. And we raised close to $1,000 to give to the Leukemia Society. And so we decided to move it to the Performing Arts Center, which holds about 400 people. And we packed the place. I think my students like making the films, because they love showing the work that they do, but also they're motivated by knowing the purpose behind these films is to raise money to help cancer patients. And so it's not just an assignment, it's actually something that they're doing to make a powerful impact on cancer patients. Yeah, I have the best job in the world. I absolutely love it. I love what I teach. I love working with young people and just seeing the amazing things that they can accomplish, like Shulapalooza, and watching them grow in their skills and for them to see the impact that their films and photographs can have on the world around them. It's just the greatest feeling ever.